Heyo, 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 welcome back to the channel. I'm ProAceJOKER, and we are doing another Halo Infinite preview campaign video. I'm allowed to show the first 4 missions, but this time, we're going to do some speedrunning. You knew it was coming, you knew I had to get into it. I have already routed the first 4 missions of the game. And you're going to see how it is. It starts off, so just to lead this off, there won't be any spoilers, as you can already tell. We're starting off with the gameplay. There's no cutscenes. There's nothing. It's a speedrun, so I'm going as fast as I can, which means including the dialogue. You might see a cut here and there because there's a little bit of content I think I need to cut out just to be safe. Just because I want to make sure I don't spoil anything for you guys before you get into the game. But this is as spoiler-free as you kind of possibly can get. But we're already doing a speedrun of the game. I mean, this is, I was fortunate enough for 343 to kind of let me have access a little early to this, and this is different. I mean, I have 4 videos to kind of talk through, and really it gets a lot more interesting as we get into the 3rd and 4th mission, but these first 2 missions are much more standard Halo, I guess you could say, and how they feel in a speedrun mentality. This game's going to be weird. I mean, honestly, I'm going to start out. Just before I get in, I fixed the quality. I figured it out. I apologize for the other preview vids. It turns out I had switched recording software recently, and I didn't set it up correctly. So the previews were garbage tier quality, and I super apologize for that. I was kicking myself for doing that. But we're starting off. As you can tell, we are going to use a lot of grapple hook. There's going to be a lot to explain, so I can't just post the raw footage of this. I have to do editorialized commentary over it, so that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be a little all over the place here, because I'm actually recording this after the fact, because these took a long time. To get these runs as good as they are, I'm still very new to the game. I'm still, as much as I've been playing the campaign, I still make a lot of mistakes here. Let's see, that's 1. Oh, that's 2. Weird pause there, and never mind, I think we're good there. Or do I mess up here? Let's find out. No, we're good. So I already made like 2 minor mistakes there. So it's not the most optimized run it can possibly be, but, we've already gotten these runs really fast. If you've watched anyone else play, they're only allowed to show so much time. But I can tell you this first mission, my first time through, took about 40-ish minutes. So, yeah, but we can tell I'm going a lot faster. I've already decided what weapons I'm going to use, where I go through, where I pick up more things. It's all that stuff. But, I mean, you're going to see the biggest thing is the grapple hook. I mean, I initially, when I was part of the Forerunner program, thought the repulsor was going to be the big speedrunning thing, but the grapple sliding you can do is just unmatched when it comes to just getting speed forward. So you're gonna see pretty much non-stop grappling, and it gets really, again, it gets a bit more complicated once we get into the later missions, which I think I'll talk a little bit about, because just to give my initial thoughts, I'm not allowed to really do a review yet, but just to tell you, like, the game functions differently than any other Halo game. It will be so different. It's an open world game. Honestly, if you've ever seen a Legend of Zelda speedrun, that's probably the game that's the most popular that I can relate it to. That's how this game is going to function. Currently, in at least the build that I'm playing on, there's no revert checkpoint, which is a real problem. It makes it very difficult to practice and optimize things, and there's also no mission select, which is fine, because in reality, I mean, again, think about something like Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda doesn't have a mission select. You don't get to be like, hey, I want to start at this dungeon in the middle of the game. That's not how it works. But getting these videos have been a bit of a pain for me, because I've had to restart the game pretty much every single time. Especially this mission, because I think there's, again, how the game functions, and I think it's on, once again, it might be a glitch, might be on purpose, I'm not sure, but when you restart the game, or sorry, restart the mission, you restart with whatever weapons you're holding at the time. Kind of like, once again, in Legend of Zelda, if you're in a dungeon and you get, let's say, a bow and arrow, you unlock the bow and arrow, and then you die, and you restart the dungeon, you don't lose the bow and arrow, you keep the bow and arrow, and that's kind of the same mentality. So I don't know if that was on purpose, I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but yeah, when you restart the mission, if I did it now, I would restart with the Mangler and the Pulse Carbine, which makes consistent strats a little difficult, but honestly, in the missions I've played so far, we've been able to make it work. So, and we are already burning through this, I'm talking too much, but point is, we'll get into more detail on that stuff a little bit later. But as you can see, a lot of it is, most of it is really running through, and then there is some optimized fighting. This is going to be an interesting game to speedrun. I think a lot of people who do speedrun all the Halo games, you know, people who do run multiple Halo games, or even people who are interested in running this, just don't expect this game to speedrun like any of the other Halos. It still plays like Halo, it still feels like Halo, but the way that the speedrun is going to be structured is going to be very different. And personally, I'm super excited to try it out. I mean, because there's no mission select, individual level runs may not be as much of a thing. I'm doing them here, but I mean, could you imagine trying to do individual level runs 8 hours into the campaign, or however long it is? It would be a bit of a pain, to be 100% honest, that you have to restart the game every single time if you complete a mission. So it's gonna be a little tougher to practice, but I think it's going. All I can say, again, I'm not supposed to give any review, and so this is not me necessarily reviewing it. It's just me saying what it's going to look like as a speed game. That's what it is how is it looking for speed run, and what it means for speed running. And we're already nearing the end of this, so you're already seeing lots of super slides, lots of things like that. That was a little bit of a mistake, but you can kind of go just as quick here. Second mission is even more fun, but yeah, it's, we're probably going to see more categories like 100% runs, and all bosses, or all collectibles, or all main missions, all side missions. Those kind of speedruns are probably going to be more prevalent instead of individual level runs. And I think it's going to be a little bit for the Halo runs community to get used to, but I hope people are open to it, because I personally, as I said, I'm really excited to see what kind of things are done with this game. Right there, that's the end of the level. 7 minutes, 31 seconds to beat the first mission. I'll let this cutscene play out, as they don't really do much other than kind of an epic ending here. But man, I talk too much, don't I? That's alright. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I mean, it's a great start. This whole mission reminds me of both the Dawn from Halo 4, but also Pillar of Autumn in Halo 1. So speedrun wise, it feels similar in a lot of ways. So, but that's mission 1. We got mission 2 coming. It's a much harder mission, and I will say that this first mission, hard to optimize, because I had to, in order to get the pistol start at the beginning, I had to end the game, delete my save file, and do it again every single time, because optimally you want the sidekick to kill those jackals at that one part. So, but that's mission 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't really know what else to say. It's coming to an end in just a little bit with the epic shot to end it off, but we got more coming. And honestly, maybe this will be a place that you'll be able to get regular preview content. You're going to see a bunch of the same 4 missions, but we can keep optimizing the speedrun a little bit over the course of the next month before the full official game launch, and who knows? I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video.